Recapturing? Cool. Hello, Drew Warriors, and welcome to Season 2 of This American Drew. I'm your host, Drew Kordick. As you can see, I cut my long brown locks, and we got some new digs.
The set looks wonderful, and the crew wants to wish you a happy Rosh Hashanah, Drew.
What's Rosh Hashanah?
The Jewish New Year, apples and honey.
I'm not Jewish. I was raised Catholic.
We all thought you were Jewish.
I don't know what gave you that impression.
Well, I mean, how about that time you montaged?
Can you be a mensch and move my car? I'm in a loading zone.
Sure.
You know, my parents never threw me a bar mitzvah, so I just don't feel like I ever really became a man.
Daddy!
What?
Is this gonna fit?
Okay, I can see why out of context all those things feel like cultural appropriation, but I don't consider it that at all. It's cultural appreciation.
That's where I got you here, buddy, because there's a difference between appropriation and appreciation. Like, I appreciate Indian food.
Nate, that is very offensive. It's first people food.
Oh.
This is a problem, Nate. In order to learn your lesson, I think we should do a full episode about it. Cultural appropriation. What's the distinction between appropriation and appreciation? Today we're going to explore that issue by going to the home of cultural appropriation, a music festival where you can often see white women wearing full headdresses and bindis. That's why today's topic is cultural appropriation.
Glad somebody here's woke.
As Nathan and I traveled to San Bernardino, I prepared myself for what we were up against. What was I, a young gay progressive, going to do if and when I see someone appropriating another culture? As we moved through a sea of scantily clad 20-somethings, I braced myself for the worst, but nothing could have prepared me for what we were about to find. In an effort to integrate myself into the EDM culture, it was time for my new segment, Electric Drew's Mic.
Did you guys go to a lot of music festivals, or?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
What's your favorite music festival?
The Hard Summer.
Hard Summer, really?
This is our first music festival ever.
How long have you been at the festival today?
We've been here for probably like an hour.
Today, since probably like 2 o'clock. Since it opened, and all of yesterday.
Nice. Did you have fun yesterday?
Yeah, I did.
Were you shirtless yesterday?
Yeah, I was actually. It was way too hot.
You look like you properly sunscreened though.
Yeah.
That's the problem I have. I used to, when I was younger, I had really dark skin, and so I forget sometimes to put sunscreen on, and I always burn, and I really should be putting sunscreen on because like skin cancer actually runs in my family. But yeah. Have you guys seen anybody appropriating Native American culture today?
I actually haven't seen it yet, but like at other music festivals, I definitely have.
No, I actually see people in normal clothes. I feel like I'm like the most dressed up.
What would you call these?
They're called fluffies.
Those with dreadlocks.
White girls with head wraps on.
Like the bindi and the feathers and everything. I've definitely seen it, but not
I
today.
think that's more like a culture of Coachella type thing.
Yeah.
Dude, even I've done that before. I've had the whole like the feather headdress or whatever.
Yeah.
If you just feel badass, it's not like no offense. It's just like you're trying to like get the vibes going, I guess. You know, I'm totally for like human rights and like everything, like civil rights, all that stuff.
Perhaps this maven of human rights was correct. My aspirations of producing a hip and informative expose on cultural appropriation had seemed to have been squashed. That was until I saw him. My white whale. Not only was this shades-wearing hunk appropriating Native American culture, he was perpetuating nostalgic mediocrity by wearing fucking Space Jam merch. I was ecstatic. I had hit the apex of what I had sought to uncover amongst a throng of politically correct millennials. My work here was done. But with a $600 dent in my bank account after buying tickets to this shit show, only to spend the day in a hot field with Nathan, I didn't want to just pack up my mic and go back to LA. So I decided to let myself have some fun. I set out to learn more about EDM culture and find out which acts at the festival would be #lit.
Who are you most excited about seeing today?
Bass Nectar.
Bass Nectar.
I gotta make some time for Bass Nectars.
We're hearing a lot of Bass Nectar today. I mean, we haven't heard them yet, but I mean, when we ask them.
He understands what you mean.
I haven't seen him for 2 years, and it was a full moon last time I saw him, and it's like a full moon today, so I'm fucking like stars aligned kind of shit.
Yeah. Do you look at like the astrology stuff? I mean,
I don't know shit about nothing.
No.
I'm a dropout.
You're a dropout?
High school dropout.
I mean, I don't think you have to go to high school to be into the astrology stuff. Do you know which stage Dylan Klebold's playing on?
No.
No, dude, I'm sorry.
What do you think the chances are of me getting even a little bit of action today?
110.
Are you guys rolling on anything today? Is Molly, Xanax, poppers?
All of the above.
Oh yeah? Even poppers?
We'll see.
Yeah. Hey, the day is young, am I right? I had one of the worst blackouts ever at Lollapalooza a couple years ago. I got really wine drunk, and this is back when I still thought I was heterosexual. I was trying to sleep with this girl, and she was just not paying attention to me the whole night, so I just kept drinking and drowning my sorrows. It was so pathetic. And then I came out of the blackout. Miraculously, I made it home, and I came to it. I was sitting on my counter, and my friend Jesse was making like mac and cheese for us.
Oh, hey, that's a good thing to wake up to.
Yeah, I'll take it. Out of everybody on the lineup, who do you guys think has the most beats per minute? Or BPMs. BPMs, if you...
Nathan was acting strange, and he confided in me that he had taken a pill that he had found on the ground. What a fucking idiot. I never thought he was even more capable of acting like a 30-year-old baby.
Come on! Hey, come on. See that? How hard are you tripping right now?
It was so cool. I've never seen an airplane so close.
It's not a leash-shaped microphone I've made before. Are you trying to fuck with me? You want to ask what there's gluten and dairy and tacos, Nathan. He's actually rolling for the first time, but do you have any suggestions for him on what he should do? Or
First of all, find some shade, drink plenty of water. You'll be cool, man.
I
As long as you stay hydrated, you'll be cool.
Okay.
You can even have a couple beers if you want.
You really shouldn't. You shouldn't drink anything today.
Is he either driving or what?
He's not driving, but he drinks and it just goes way too far. I mean, this is like I don't mean to drag you in our shit. But
No, when you need your breaks, there's misters, which is good about this venue.
Yeah.
So,
Producer Madeline Farkas was able to pull some strings and give me an interview with two real EDM DJs.
So I'm here with Hotel Garuda. This is Chris.
Yes, I'm Chris.
And what was your name again?
Asim.
So is this your guys' first time playing the festival? As Hotel Garuda.
As Hotel Garuda, yes.
I didn't know that there could be, like, I know, like, when I think of a DJ, I think of just like one guy, like one guy up on stage. Like, what is it like having two? Like, how could there be two DJs? Like, how does that look?
I mean, essentially we're doing the job that one person can, but the big difference is that we're able to feed off of each other's energy.
Of the two of you, which one is Bono and which one's the Edge?
Chris gets on the mic way more than I do, so I would say he's the Bono.
Yeah.
I'll be the Edge because the Edge has crazy effects pedals and stuff.
And if you guys ever need, I mean, I was in Chicago for a number of years. I did stand up. I was on the open mic scene. And if you guys ever need like an opener, like, you know, like I know comedy and EDM, you don't really think of like the same, but who does that?
Brandon Wardell has been he opened for Nash a bunch of times.
You go back and look at like my stand-up act from when I was in Chicago. It's just a man desperately trying to appear straight. I came out of the closet last year, but thank you so much.
I'm glad you've like learned to like appreciate yourself and everything that
I don't appreciate myself. What is the craziest violence you've ever seen at a music festival?
I mean, we don't like violence. We don't like it when people hit each other.
Yeah.
But isn't there like, I mean, like there's something about like, you know, like you go see like John Wick or like
It's a great movie though.
he kills so many fucking people and it's great. I mean, like violence, yeah, it's not great. Like violence is bad, but you know, like it's really cool to watch people hurt each other.
Maybe EDM isn't so bad after all. It was time for Hotel Garuda to take the stage.
We know by the name of Hotel Garuda, this is our very first hard summer music festival.
Kind of concerned with, we came here to kind of do a thing on cultural appropriation. I feel like you're kind of losing sight of it right now, if you know what I mean, like just with the hat and stuff.
What are you talking about, man?
And I would never say this, but don't walk away from me. Because I'm serious, man. Look around you. You're the only one wearing a flippin' headdress.
You know what, man? I'm going on the fucking Ferris wheel.